at Shane DiMaio on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. You know what? I'm reading a lot now about this Carmelo Anthony trade, and you might hear it in the sound of my voice. I'm a little peeved right now because it seems that, as usually when you hear these big trades coming around the All-Star break, and it never happens. It seems as if this source isn't the most reliable source in the world. I don't think Carmelo Anthony's going to be getting traded. This is from Hoops Nation I'm reading right now. It says that, in fact, the trade makes no sense, and that whoever devised this rumor is an idiot. I guess that says a lot about the radio host who's reporting it on air. Thanks for that, Hoops Nation. Regardless, listen, it can still happen, okay? I want it to happen. I do. I want it to happen for the Knicks to finally be good one day. You're going to bring Chris Paul over here in the summer, which is not going to happen because he already signed his contract. Great. If you want to bring LeBron James over here in the summer, which is not going to happen because he's not going to come to New York, great. All the best case scenarios aren't happening. No one's going to be here to help Carmelo Anthony. And lowly Knicks fans are going to have to suffer for a long time to come. Now, I don't want that to happen. If you can trade Carmelo Anthony, if you can get yourself some sort of compensation, draft picks, whatever the heck it is, I don't care. Get something, because this is really, really bad. We had one of the guys call up yesterday. I forget who it was. I think it was Kevin from the Bronx, who actually said that Carmelo Anthony, he's not getting enough help. You know, Carmelo Anthony can't do it on his own. Not getting enough help. I don't want to see him go because I'm a Knicks fan. But what other options are there? And you know what? Every Knicks fan needs to realize that it's not going to get any easier. So you might want to start listening to what Kevin has to say a little bit more often. And that wasn't the only caller who said it either. We had a lot of people call up and talk to us, hit us up on Facebook actually, and let us know what was really going on. Got a lot of comments. Shout out also to our loyal listener, Elwood, who always gives us a listen and a hit up. And I'm sure he's listening right now. Wants to hear a little Pacers talk. We'll get to that after the next break. Because, you know what? That's the best team right now in the NBA. They're gonna win the whole thing this year. You know, they don't have the personality that you know, to root against them. Like, who roots against the Pacers? You know, they're not flamboyant in terms of, you know, running their mouth, or, you know, they're an aggressive team, but I'm not sure anyone would really call them a dirty team. You know, they play hard, they play smart, they got a great head coach, one of the best head coaches in the league, and you know, Frank Vogel, also one of the youngest in the league. But what does that say about how good the team actually is? You know, they're working on all cylinders, to use every cliche possible right now, and but really, in all seriousness, this is the team that feels like the team of destiny this year. Like, they're gonna make some crazy noise in the playoffs. They're gonna face the Heat in the last round. You know, this is the team that has no controversy whatsoever, and it hasn't all year, and they're gonna continue to do so. So, shout out to the people listening that are Pacers fans. I wish I had something to talk about. I did. I wish I'd have something to talk about for the Pacers, but there's nothing to talk about. You know why there's nothing to talk about? There's no drama. Okay, there's nothing interesting going on for the Pacers because they're so good. So appreciate that, Pacers fans. There's nothing to talk about. It's not a bad thing. It's a great thing. We talk about the Knicks because they are dysfunctional. The Pacers are functional. Miami Heat, you know, seem dysfunctional or abnormal the way they went about their press conference. But now, you don't talk about the Heat in terms of not being a good team. You know, they're functional. The Oklahoma City Thunder are functional. The Knicks, we don't stop talking about. The Nets, now that they're winning, we talk about them less. The worse you do, the more you're going to get talking about. Or spoken about. Whatever. It's going to happen. The more attention you're going to get. What about the Cleveland Cavaliers? Insufferable. They're playing horrible basketball. The Philadelphia 76ers, the first team in NBA history to lose 2 games by 40-plus points in back-to-back games. That was pretty crazy. That happened last night. They went to the Clippers 2 nights ago, and they lost there by 43, and I believe they lost by 42 last night against Steph Curry and the Warriors. You know, All-Star break going to be coming up. Slam dunk contest was announced. 3-point contest was announced. LeBron isn't in the dunk contest, so I don't really care. I mean, hopefully it's okay. I say that every year, and it never is. Blake Griffin was the last one to add any excitement to that whatsoever. You know what? I've accepted it. Also, guys, if you're interested in some commuting plans for possibly Valentine's Day, you're traveling anywhere, not a great idea, because I believe the Weather Center for New York City and Staten Island just updated that we're predicted now to get 6 to 10 inches of snow, with possibly more. It all depends on whether the precipitation is frozen or,